Your Fox Carolina First Alert weather.
Welcome back, everyone. 6:14 now here on your Thursday morning. Today, a first alert weather day as we expect scattered strong to severe thunderstorms throughout the day here today, some even impacting parts of the mountains starting as we speak. So what's on the way? Scattered strong to severe storms likely region-wide out there today, likely to come at us in two separate waves. One in the morning predominantly for the mountains, and then another one coming in this afternoon. Main severe weather threat is going to be damaging winds. We've already seen that a few times, of course, this week with the storms that we saw on Monday afternoon, Tuesday afternoon, and even a few on Wednesday afternoon. Torrential rain also likely going to be a big component of these storms, along with frequent lightning, as we just have so much humidity in the air today for these storms to materialize. Already getting some heavy downpours with a weakening but still somewhat potent line of storms coming in from Tennessee this morning around Swain County, Bryson City, getting into some torrential downpours there, spanning over into Graham County toward the Kiowa area, Franklin over toward Cullowhee and Waynesville. You're going to be up next as this activity continues to quickly track off toward the southeast. So if you're traveling US 19, eventually parts of I-40, US 64, any of those roads in the next hour to hour and a half, expect conditions to deteriorate for your morning commute pretty quickly. And it's also going to get a little soggy for places around Asheville and even Hendersonville, as you might not get the brunt of the heaviest part of this line. Some scattered shower activity will be reaching you here in the coming hours. While it's largely quiet upstate and into northeast Georgia, your main severe weather threat looks like it's going to come in later into the afternoon and during the evening, as we have today's cold front parked over Kentucky this morning. That's going to sweep across Tennessee and then eventually cut through us here in the western Carolinas as we hit the late afternoon and evening hours later on today. So the next 24 hours is going to be largely dominated here by some active weather. We see that here on Future Track, 6 o'clock this morning, where we're at right now, already getting that push of some heavy downpours into parts of, again, predominantly the western mountains for the heaviest rain, but some spilling over to the east toward Asheville, Hendersonville. That line is generally going to continue to weaken as it builds off toward the southeast. We'll see what happens here. There is the possibility, at least, that some of the remnant energy tracks into the upstate this morning and maybe sparks off a couple of morning showers or storms. But more likely, I expect what's going to happen here is that pretty much all of this initial round of storms will fall apart by lunchtime, barring any leftover light showers that maybe track toward I-85 around that time. Then as we head into this afternoon, as we get some sunshine to start punching through the clouds here, we reach peak heating. It's going to quickly refire a lot of storms, this time mostly in the upstate from the 5 to 6 o'clock time frame predominantly. Could even be a little bit earlier, depending on exactly when that sun punches on through. Those storms will then persist to some fashion in parts of the upstate, in particular through about 8 o'clock, maybe a few leftover flare-ups in parts of the mountains before midnight, then quieting down finally later on tonight. Main severe weather threat still looks predominantly to be for the upstate and into northeast Georgia, where scattered severe storms are going to be possible, but can't rule out at least some severe storms in the mountains today as well. As you mentioned, damaging winds, overwhelmingly the big threat here, but we could see some large hail. And with so much humidity for these storms to utilize, you can bank on some torrential downpours and likely some localized flooding here and there. So plenty to stay weather aware too throughout your Thursday. Again, first alert weather day for today. Upstate forecast 92 with those scattered thunderstorms. We'll keep the possibility for some leftovers in for Friday and Saturday now, with Sunday looking to be the dry day. We'll heat up over the weekend as well. Still expecting highs in the mid-90s. Upper 80s today, tomorrow in the mountains before we go to a dry weekend ahead, but a hot one too, with your highs also peaking in the 90s Saturday and Sunday.